All right, so I'm going to call the docket. When I call the docket, let me know you're here. Please stand when your name is called. Mark Costa. Mark Costa. Lee Goodland. Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right. All right. Lee Galindo. Thank you. Andres Machaca, custody. Joseph Balboa, custody. Samantha Saldana. In custody, we have Mariah Lopez, Roberto Rosales, Antonio Martinez,
In custody, Your Honor.
Michelle Davis, Sebastian Delgado, thank you. David Zalaki, thank you. Edward Casillas. In custody, we have Luke Galvan, Rogelio Valero. In custody, we have Valentin Saldana, Darren Johnson.
Darren Johnson.
All right, thank you. All right, you're Darren Johnson? All right, thank you. Dario Herrera. Dario Leos Herrera. In custody, we have Valentin Saldana, Giovanni Escobedo, Ismael Gamez. In custody, we have April Sanchez, Luis Beltran, Alex Pardo, Michelle Flores, Jimmy Dotson, Dylan Bell, Luke Galvan, Sebastian Delgado. I think that's on the docket twice. Thank you. Joseph Balboa, custody. Torrance Knowles. Torrance Knowles. Jonathan Dash. Thank you. Daniel Ramirez. Daniel Ramirez. Oh, he's in misdemeanor court. All right, is there anyone whose name was not called? Yes, what's your name? I'm sorry, what? Stand? Stand. What's your name? Repeat the first name.
Clyde.
Clyde. Last name.
Sutherland Trevino, Judge.
All right, do you have an attorney?
Got a name.
What's your SID number? What's your case number? All right, just have a seat. All right, everyone, please confirm. So this is what ends up happening. So everybody in court has a role. I'm the judge, of course. You have prosecutors and you have defense attorneys. The way this district attorney's office runs is similar to the way other district attorney's offices run. And usually you have different divisions for prosecutors. You have criminal trial division and you have family violence division. So over here is criminal trial division, over here is family violence. Family violence, they handle anything involving children, anything involving family, anything involving boyfriend, girlfriend, type of relationship things that way. This side, they handle everything else that's really not that. You do have what they have a civil rights division, and that division handles any cases in where police officers are alleged to be, well, police officers are the accused.
Right.
And then you have an integrity division, and the integrity division works on maybe somebody has an innocent claim. They'll say, hey, I'm actually innocent of this, or at the time I didn't receive the discovery that I'm supposed to receive. Sometimes they'll get notices of stuff like that, and they'll look over the case and see whether it should be dismissed. I think from cases, I've had cases in my court that have come back before I was even judge with the integrity units, and they'll look over them and we'll have counsel appointed to that person to see whether or not their case should be dismissed or not. Yes, yes. And sometimes it's cases involving DNA. Yes.
Morning, Judge. On Sebastian Delgado, That's just a PTD contract issue.
All right,
We submitted that this morning.
all right. Let me have the clerks come out because they are not out here for some reason. Oh, there you go. I can't see you around the screen. Attorneys, if you're ready to approach, then you need to have the clerk pull your file. Only approach the court if you confer with the state and confer with your client. All right, and which file is it?
Sebastian Delgado.
Okay.
Your Honor,
Yes,
Jonathan Dash has parked and is walking over right now.
all right, thank you.
Your Honor, I'm gonna run to another court. I'll be right back.
Sure. All right, Sebastian Delgado. Hello. All right, how's your hand?
Way better. Thank you for asking.
All right, well, don't rub it too much. Isn't that messing with the skin? Well, you know, you're not supposed to be scratching that. I know it's hard. I've had, well, the burn I had, I didn't get that done. I hid it from my mom. And so by that time, it was sort of like too late to do anything. All right. All right, you need to make sure that you meet all of the deadlines that they're giving you for the PTD, okay?
Yes, sir.
And let me see what date I'm going to give you. All right, counsel, I'm going to recall this for June 24th. Is that a good date for you?
I may be out of town, but if so, we'll get in touch.
All right, and then about that, it's a setting. If everything goes well, your case will probably be dismissed by then. So make sure you stay on top of everything so it can be dismissed by then.
Yes, sir.
And counsel, if it's dismissed by then, of course, you don't need to show.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Have a good day. I'm glad you're speaking up now.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
I have an intern here.
Do you really?
Yes.
Oh, good.
And thank you, John. I knew
The
the bloom.
magnolias are out.
They're in bloom. I love, it reminds me so much of home.
I took one over to Tamworth too,
Yeah,
for old time's sake.
okay.
I just want to make sure nobody had stolen it. But
Aw, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
people around here, you know.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Judge, remember Thomas?
Yes, how's,
And then Leticia, he referred Leticia to.
Yeah.
Well, they called me last week that they wanted to take me to dinner because they were so appreciative of what I've done for them. So we went out to eat and everything and
that is so
they
awesome.
didn't want me to pay, but of course I paid anyway.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
but yeah, so you have to meet the new
I'll
intern.
go around here in a second.
Okay. So those are the divisions, and we have some more divisions in the district attorney's office, like you do have prosecutors. This is Johnny Cisneros.
What's happening? Thanks a lot. Have a good day. Have a good day.
I would rather.
It's all a ruse from Joe Gonzalez.
You're doing pretty well, so it doesn't matter.
No, he does great. Thank you.
I'll be back in a little bit. I gotta look something in the water.
Oh, sure, no problem. So they have other divisions upstairs as well. But you'll be able to learn a lot. When I was in law school, I'm more of the person who learns by doing. I have to, and then I can see, this is why it's this way. Because I'm telling you, the rule against perpetuity, you just, and then finally, when we take the bar exam, I'm like, oh, it's so clear now. But doing it, you learn it. We're probably gonna end up having a jury trial in here on Tuesday, and they'll have the jury selection, so you'll get a chance. Unless everything works out, you get a chance to see a trial from beginning to end. And so, and then the other person people tend to ignore, but they're very important, is the court reporter. So,
You could be right. I thought it was.
so they take down everything that everybody says. That's why I always tell people, please speak up. Because when you think about it,
Yeah, that's what.
there are no less than
Okay, I'm sure because we'll be waiting. Sure, we'll visit this week.
4 people
So,
that they usually have to take down on average. And then on the civil side, sometimes it's 6 people. And if you can imagine, everybody talks at a different speed. Some people whisper, no matter how many times you tell them to speak up, but they have to take everything down because if it's not in the record, it sort of didn't happen. And,
I don't think.
and what I mean by that is when they're doing a record for an appeal, they'll try their best to like put on the headphones to listen to see if they can get that one word. And then if they can't get that one word, then it's, you can't get that one word. So, they do have a shortage of court reporters though, and they're looking for court reporters. So you know somebody who would like to be in the legal field, but they don't want to go to law school. They want to do something else. Court reporting it's a good lucrative job to have. Yeah, ask them. And so, it's very lucrative if that's what you want to do and you get a chance to hear what everybody else is saying. So, yeah. But, and the other thing about the prosecutor's office, they have first chairs, second chairs, and third chairs in felony court. When I was in felony court, I would always tell my second chair, the only difference between me and them, they're like, what's the difference? I'm like, there's no difference. You're an attorney, you have a bar card. You know, review a case. If you have a question about a case, ask me. If I made an offer in a file and something changes and you feel like that offer should be changed and somebody comes up to you and change the offer, just have a reason for why you're doing it. Some people don't feel that way. That's the way I did it when I was starting, because you got to let them fly and spread their wings. But so, Jason Garhan, that's the first chair. Jason, can you raise your hand? If you'll raise your hand. All right, that's Jason Garhan. He's the first chair. That's Daniel. He's second chair. That's Hank, third chair. Well, second chair now because he's been promoted. Congratulations. Yay. All right, and then over here, I'm still learning your name. I'm so sorry. Margie. I don't know why I can't remember that. Over here, we have Margie, and she's in family violence. So move about the courtroom. Right now, you have an attorney here. He's talking to one of the prosecutors, and they're probably negotiating plea offers, or maybe there's discovery that he feels he doesn't have. So step down, get in the mix. Yeah, just go up there. Yeah. You got to be bold. Sure. And then after that, I'll introduce you to probation and the advocate. Sure.
Then we lock them in the back.
Oh, yeah. And then I'll introduce you to the deputies. So, Jason, Hank, Daniel, he's a little bit shy. Move him into the mix. Let him see what you all are doing.
Here, it's actually Marjorie. And this is snaps.
Maria, whenever you, whenever you need a break, just let me know.
Okay, yes, thank you.
Sure. I'm gonna grab some.
Horrible handwriting.
I know.
I'm sorry for her.
No problem. What overtime here?
Your Honor, if I'd like to put something on the record, can I do that?
Okay.
Well, Judge, here's the thing. Did I tell you about my first week on the job?
No, you did not.
I was sitting in the cafeteria.
Do you have your rubber boots on?
Yeah, I do.
It's gonna get high here, I feel like.
I was sitting in the cafeteria, Judge, and I'm just minding my own business, you know? I'm a new kid on the block, you know? And one of the prosecutors for the DA's office came up to me and he was like, "Give me your lunch money." And I was like, "Am I being bullied?" I'm like, "Is this like, am I like in middle school?" Like,
What's happening?
and he threatened me. He was like, "I'll beat you up if you don't give me your lunch money."
What?
Yes, this is true.
Get out of town.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, right here, Judge. Look no further. And he said, "Remember the name, Hank Wilkins." And see, he was already intimidating then, but now, Judge, that he's been promoted, I find him extra intimidating.
Oh, my God.
So I'm just wondering, is he staying here, Judge? Are we putting him back there with those guys?
Oh, no, I think he's gonna be here.
Well, I'm a little scared, Judge. I just want to know.
And now I think he's gonna charge interest.
Try to be I've never been intimidated.
You know, on no jokes, he was my first email at the DA's office.
Oh, wow.
The time you were with the conviction Tyree,
Yeah.
they send you the emails when you first on board. He actually was for real, the first person to ever reach out to me
Oh, wow.
and like welcome me to the DA's office.
Well, and Zach is very proactive. He came down here and was like, "Hey, I want to meet you." So that's good, you know,
Yeah.
That's real. Yep. Hank was the first person that ever said like, "Welcome to the team."
Oh, that is so awesome.
Did you know
I just recognize talent, you know, and
Oh.
that? He was looking in the mirror when he said, "Excuse me."
Oh, and Deputy Laura, whenever you want to take James to the back, you know.
We'll take them.
Yep.
Congrats.
I can't believe it. I'm caught up on my emails. And just as I say that, I get more emails.
He was so nice. Very good.
I was there sharing. As in this week.
Vashon, can I see you for a moment?
It's a good place to start.
That's where you.
Hello. And Robert, we have an intern and you're sitting next to him. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that's.
And Margie, I just figured out why I couldn't remember your name. Now I'm gonna know it always. But it's because I never see your name on documents.
On document,
Oh.
Yes,
it's because, yeah, I've been recently trying to sign them off and fill them in, but
but
yeah.
once it
exactly.
gets to me, but now I know it. So you don't even need any documents anymore.
Sure, okay. I'll take it, yeah. You want the file or? No, I'm-
And I told you this.
So. Yeah. Whatever you find. I think I'll help you. I'll make it something else.
And
How many days on somebody has?
haven't seen it for sure.
Oh, I know. It was just easier this way.
2024 CR 1418. 6 days ago. See, this is first settle. 30 days. Oh, I'll wait.
Yes.
Oh, I'm the one who set
Okay.
cases. Yeah. All right, Jonathan Dash.
Do you want him up here, Your Honor?
Yes. And let's see. All right, why were you late?
They told me second floor, came to second floor, told me fourth floor.
All right, so now you know where the court is, so do not be late, okay?
Sure.
All right, counsel, have you received all the discovery?
I believe so, Your Honor. I still need to review to make sure that I have, this is our first setting, so I still need to go through everything.
All right, State, were you able to tender an offer?
I wrote an offer, but I don't know, that's, we had to take a chance to talk out.
No, we have, Your Honor, I wanted to, I guess, wait until I review discovery before I discuss an offer with the state.
Okay. All right. All right, we're gonna recall this, and it's being recalled for June 10th. And that's gonna be your plea deadline date. At that date, you're gonna need to let the court know whether or not you're accepting the state's offer. or whether or not you want a jury trial. Do you understand? Once I give you the reset form and you sign it, you're excused.
She excused, Your Honor?
Yes, once he signs the reset form and turns it in.
That's what you're on?
Yes.
Show you.
Oh, that is so awesome.
We had a good time.
Oh, that is so
We were
good.
there 3 hours, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, we had a really good time.
that is so awesome.
It makes me feel good, and I asked them, what y'all do wondering how I was at 75 years old, you know?
Yeah,
I said, we just love your character, your personality, and
that is so awesome.
so it was an honor for me to be invited by them.
Oh, but yeah, if you have a trial or something coming up, James would be willing to work on it.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Awesome.
Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna tell him something in front of you.
Okay.
I'm the only one. You can look me up on the internet. In the history of undergrad and law school that made the dean's list all through undergrad and law school. Now, my name was never on it. I worked at the office and I would print them out.
I like that. Oh, James. Oh, so those are inmates. Sometimes people are remanded without bond, which means they're not allowed to have a bond. And then you have some people who have a bond and it's too high and they can't make the bond. So that's why they're in custody. And different colors of uniforms mean different things. So the male inmates, they can be in orange, they can be in tan or sort of like a gray color, and they can be in red. The orange color is just someone who they say is not a problem child, right? They just have like basic charge. Maybe it's theft, maybe it's a drug case. The red, they're usually in administrative segregation. Maybe they're a gang member, Maybe they've been causing issues at the jail. So that's what red means. And also sometimes they will put people in different colors or put them in segregation for different reasons. Sometimes it's mental health issues. Sometimes it's because they're gay or something of that nature. They will separate them. But then you have some people who are a member of the LGBTQ plus, I mean, I hope I didn't miss anything. They will have them in general population, but that's because they're fine with being in general population and they want to be in general population. The females, their colors are blue, which is similar to orange in the fact that it's just, they're really not going to cause any problems. They just have your standard cases. But then females can also be in red too for gang membership or they're causing issues at the jail. And sometimes they will have them, you know, in the tan or white or gray, and those are trustees. So those are people that they get extra credit for helping at the jail. And when I say extra credit, when people are serving time at the Bexar County Jail, you either get day for day, which means if you're in there for 5 days, you only get 5 days credit. But then you have some, and usually that has to be requested by the judge saying, I want you to serve day-to-day time. I normally never do that. Then you have some people who, when you're in the jail, automatically you get 2 for 1. So that means that for every day you serve, you get credit for 2 days. And then you have people who are trustees. Trustees, they get 3 for 1. So every day they serve, it counts for 3 days. And that's because sometimes they'll take them to clean trash around the building. Sometimes they're painting. I don't think they do it anymore, but usually they would send them to the court to paint or something like that. Then you also have females who are in yellow. That's either solid yellow or white background with yellow stripes. That means they're pregnant. And that's help the deputies know, because when you're pregnant, you're not supposed to handcuff them behind their backs for medical reasons. So that's the thing. And that's their classification. Yeah. And so whenever you have a client who's being difficult with you for absolutely no reason, sometimes clients will be difficult for you because they just want to be difficult. But other times, sometimes there may be issues and you want to look at what their classification is. And the deputy, when she gets a break, she'll show you the cards they have, because they get a card for every inmate who comes over. And on it will tell you what their classification is. Like, are they in the mental health unit? Are they in the infirmary? Because they do have nurses at the jail. Now, sometimes there are things they can't handle, so they'll send them to University Hospital, which is usually where they go if there are major medical issues. But they do medications and that type of thing at the jail as well.
Yeah.
So.
So I'm gonna talk to them. Okay. No.
Yes, and if you ever want to tour the jail, just let me know.
I remember you gave me a tour.
I did.
Neat experience.
Yeah, it's like code two.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, because I always tell people, honestly, if you want to be a prosecutor or defense attorney or work in the criminal field, you really need to see all of it so you can make an informed decision. Like, is this my passion? Is this not my passion? Because it really has to be a passion thing. Because honestly, the solo practitioner's life, you're not going to get super wealthy. Like what you see on television where somebody gets a case and they get paid $200,000 for it on the criminal side, that's very rare. It's rare that you have somebody who's charged with capital murder and they can actually affect the attorney, because
We have the
when
money.
you think about it, you have to pay the attorney. You need a mitigation expert. And that's standard for capital murder cases if they're sentenced to death penalty, even if they're not. I used to always want a mitigation person to delve deep into my client's history and talk to family members. And I talk to family members, of course, but I'm looking at it from the viewpoint of a defense attorney and how we can make all of this work. But sometimes you want somebody to look at it from the viewpoint of a mental health issue. And if somebody is guilty, how can we mitigate their punishment? I always tell people, when you do go to a jury trial, if you're a defense attorney, you should always think worst case scenario. Worst case scenario is my client is found guilty. How are we gonna handle that? What witnesses are we gonna call? Because once the jury finds you guilty, the only thing the jury knows about you, unless other things have come into evidence, is that you've done a bad thing. And with the jury, sometimes, even though they're not supposed to let sympathy or bias play any role in their decision, when it comes to punishment, you want the sympathy, like, hey, here's my client, this is the hard life he had. I once had a client on the CPS side, and he ended up having, his children ended up having a case on the criminal side. And I was sitting there and I went up to the defense attorney and said, hey, your client has been through a lot and you need to ask for CPS records. And maybe the state will offer something different. And once they realize everything that he'd been through, they did. He's doing great now. But yeah, so that's what you should be doing as a defense attorney. So, and being a defense attorney is sort of like when you first start driving, you follow all of the rules. Like if somebody says, hey, this is where your hand's supposed to be on the steering wheel, you turn your signal here always, and this is the number of feet. But of course, once you become a more experienced driver, the hands on the steering wheel go out the window. Because what had happened to me in Louisiana, I had my driver's license and I went to go get it renewed. Now, mind you, I have been driving forever. I think by that time, like maybe 10 years or something like that. So I go back to get my Louisiana driver's license. They can't find me in the system anywhere that I ever had a license. I'm like, here it is right here.
On the file.
And do you know, they made me retake the driving test. And let me just tell you, I'm in my mind, I'm like, oh my gosh, where are my hands supposed to be on this wheel? What if I fail the driving part? Because I lost everything. And the guy tried to trick me. There were some train tracks. He's like, oh yeah, you can turn up here. And I'm like, it's not a one way. I'm not allowed to turn unless the light has changed. But it was, my heart was beating. And then he tried to joke at me and play it off when we got back to the office, and he's like, well, I've never seen anything like this before. I'm like, no. And then he told me, okay, you pass. I'm like, yeah, because I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna have a driver's license. So sometimes that happens. Attorney. And I would always tell people, when you come out of law school, you know more law than any attorney knows who's been practicing, because you just got it all and law is changing. Of course, you know, the Constitution is the Constitution. Certain things are not going to change as it relates to that, but everything else about new things. Oh, just one second. Michelle Davis.
Hello, Judge.
Yes, where's Michelle Davis?
She's here. She's in the
All right, come forward. Oh, are you doing okay?
Yeah, a lot of health issues.
Okay. All right. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court. So,
What I tried.
no, you did a good, you did a great job.
Right now.
So, do you need to report by Zoom next time?
Your Honor, it would be beneficial, however, what we have, the reason why we're approaching today is because I have a motion for competency that needs to get heard. I haven't heard back from Carruthers Court.
All right. Did you file the motion?
It's file stamped and it's just waiting for
Okay. When was it filed?
about a month ago.
To see if it's already been granted.
Okay.
With Carruthers?
Yes.
Okay, they haven't told me anything about that.
All right.
Yes.
And so, and you are here? Why are you here?
From the state.
No, I mean, okay, for
Your Honor, the prosecutor that is handling this case is unavailable, so.
okay, because usually you're not here.
He was here to fill in. He told me a little bit about how the case is going on their end. Their paralegal is also here, double checking to make sure that I have all the evidence. However, at this point, even though they have extended an offer, I need to wait to see when
The competency.
competency comes back.
All right. Yeah, I thought you were here for Veterans Treatment Court or something.
Oh, no.
All right. This is what we're gonna do. Because if there's a competency, it may take them a while to get it done. So we're gonna call you back for July 8th. All right,
Thank you, Your Honor.
and I'll give you a reset form, and once you sign that, you are excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Sure. So is there any outstanding discovery? Does anyone know?
They're double checking that right now, Your Honor. I don't, it looks like they've given me everything. However, it's a very big file because it's many bank statements that need to be combed through.
All right, so your July 8th date then will be for discovery. Everyone needs to make sure that all the discovery is there by that date. And once you sign the reset form, you'll be excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Yeah, of course.
All right, and this is the docket sheet. So what the docket sheet is, it's a link to everybody who has court today. And there's one that's produced every single day. Now, sometimes the system messes up. And that's why I always look to see if there are cases that have not been set. But everybody on there is everybody who's supposed to be in court today. And some of them are inmates. And if you look at it, let me show you. So off to the side here, right now, that means they're in jail. Which means that they're on bond. You look through it. All of them will let you know. And on the side, this is the list of terms. An A means they're appointed. Usually they're appointed by the system, and H means they're hired. And then if you see somebody with nothing by their name, that means that they have something happen in the system, and either they haven't been interviewed for an attorney, or either sometimes it'll say denied, which means they were interviewed for a court-appointed attorney, but the decision was made that they can afford an attorney. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. And then there is a while on the CPS side, because it's civil. Before I became an attorney, they would not give you an attorney for different proceedings. But now that's changed, so you have an attorney at a majority of all proceedings. Sometimes when it's a safety plan, where they're just trying to help you out, saying, hey, clean up your house. And we'll come back and check on it. If it's clean, we won't file a legal case, but that's on the civil side. And usually you will find that your CPS cases, which are child protective service cases, sometimes those become criminal cases.
Sorry.
Because usually you have an allegation of physical abuse of a child, sexual abuse of a child, or maybe a child died. So even though you have the case over there, you'll have it running sort of like a companion.
Man,
of a
this
criminal
is
side.
so
But even though they're completely separate entities.
July.
And the key thing about
Michelle, this
civil
July.
cases and criminal cases, on the CPS side, if your client decides to take the fifth, it can be held against them. Yes. And so on the criminal side, it can be held against you, but yes. And so sometimes I would have clients on the civil side, they're like, oh, I want to testify. I'm like, no, because whatever you say over here, somebody, if they're paying attention, they're just gonna come over here and ask for the transcript. And then it could potentially be held against you on the criminal side, when you testify, they'll use it against you. And technically, it wouldn't be hearsay because it's taken while you're under oath. But sometimes people would have to balance, do I want to fight for my child? Plus risk having a criminal case because of what I've said. And sometimes on the CPS side, they want you to admit what you've done because that shows that you accepted responsibility. Accepting responsibility is big over there because it shows that you're learning and you're internalizing what they believe you did wrong and you're making changes. But then that counts against you. Yes. Okay, let me kind of see this. Could I see the file on Lopez, please?
And he's here.
He's here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hello.
Hey, Judge.
Hi. Well, we're having a contested, so.
Your Honor, I'm aware that it was set for contested. However, we did schedule a jail visit with our client, communicated the circumstances to our client. And she stated she wanted to proceed with some kind of agreement with the state,
Okay,
but she refused transport this morning, so she's not present here.
all right. So,
You don't know why it's canceled?
Deputy Laura,
Yes, Your Honor.
can you let them know at the jail that Ms. Lopez needs to be brought over?
We just need to have it signed because she refused to do it herself.
All right. Do you need me to sign anything?
I need a paper saying that.
Okay.
And that's at
Pretty much.
1:30, right, Judge?
Is there any way I
Yes.
can find it?
But I mean, if you're here, everybody's here and everybody's ready to go, we can have her brought over this morning.
Yes, ma'am. We just don't have our witness. If it is contested, we won't have him until 1 or 1:30.
All right, but he's saying that she's changed her
Yeah,
mind.
that'd be great.
That was the original understanding, Judge, and this was back on, we met with her on 4/17, and that's what she indicated to us.
All right, could you give me just the B page? And sometimes you have people who are at the jail. They don't want to come over. But cases need to be heard. Unless your client wants to go by Zoom.
I mean, I'm not opposed, Your Honor. It just, I haven't had any communication with her.
Well,
since-
she'll have to agree to it.
Right.
Yeah, it's probably best just to have her brought over.
Exactly, Judge. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is this a student observing today, Your Honor?
Yes.
Nice to meet you. Are you in law school?
Yes.
Okay, very nice.
Yes, he's at Baylor.
Okay, very nice.
Nobody's gonna hold that against him here, though.
Maybe a little bit, Judge.
Yeah, it's not football season yet. We're okay.
Those St. Mary's grads might.
Any force, Judge?
Hmm?
Any forces needed?
Yes. Let me know if there's anything else you need me to write. All right, so they should probably have her here before the noon break.
Okay, sure.
Right.
What time is the new break?
Well, we break at noon,
Noon?
but
Okay.
they'll probably, it depends on how long it's gonna take them to force her out of the cell. And.
Okay.
So if you leave your cell number, we can text you.
Absolutely, Judge, I will. Be happy to.
Okay, awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I will try to get something.
Joe Hernandez, hi.
Hi, Judge. This is the case that I had asked to be added on to the docket. He is on the docket, but I'm being told he was canceled. I don't know why. I was just wondering.
Oh, because they said that your PSI was scheduled for June 13th.
Right, but this was the case that I spoke to you about, where when I pled him,
Are you?
Judge Angelini busted the plea, and I wanted to see if I could withdraw the plea and start over and possibly get clearer eyes on this.
All right, because I'm looking at Joe Hernandez's file and it says punishment to be assessed at 4 years in the prison and the state is silent.
We originally had a 10-year deferred offer. Judge Angelini busted that. He was very nervous, and so we went ahead and did that because I knew that would at least get me a PSI and push it out so I could then speak with you.
All right. So Deputy Laura, is it possible to have him brought or no?
I'm not sure if why he was canceled, but.
I think it was
Because
canceled.
it was because it had the June 13th date on it.
I mean, if not today, tomorrow, I'm here.
What is easiest for you? All
Okay.
right, tomorrow.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Sure.
All right.
So Vashawn, on that one, they're gonna withdraw their plea and do a new plea agreement, I'm assuming. All right, okay, all right, thank you.
Class sometimes was started at 8 in the morning or others at 3 in the afternoon. Right. So what I do, I choose different places, we can get up at 7 a.m. Just keep purposes and then drop them and go. You get 7 a.m. and turn on the phone, so that's something. You don't come. Anything is a 5 hours. Keep it specific on the screen. This is. So what is the difference? You have the White House is needed. And you have some stuff. So we just. No. Yeah, so we. Okay. From when you go to the party, just necessary. The work schedule and that attached response, send it. You know, the hours of this. You might as well. That's. Well, I mean, yes, that's a sense of class. I don't know, but this is now. Well, he shouldn't.
Well, he's in his spring semester, then, yeah. he should- So he should know. that. And then some- Well, so it's- they're in spring semester. So they should know the schedule.
I don't want to be difficult, but it's really, yeah, by the time I approach it, it's for 15 hours. 7 a.m. It's the whole. You might tell me.
Yeah, but we've all been college and we have different classes.
But if you attach the schedule, then no one has to finish.
Yes.
Same thing.
Two things. First, I apologize. I wouldn't have given you the flower if I'd known I was going to be coming here to see you on business.
Oh, no problem.
Second,
I love flowers.
this gentleman did not show up in March. I was hired after that date. So I didn't realize he'd already
That's what that is.
muddied the water here in the court.
So is he in custody?
He is not in custody. What I want to do is get the bond set so he can go to a bail bondsman, get the bond money. the paperwork and then show up over at satellite office.
All right, so then here's the issue, because I need to see him
Okay.
in order to do it. But if you take this to Judge Nahara, he'll take care of it.
No. Okay,
Yeah, and he's in the basement, I believe.
I know we can,
Okay,
and I will take that with me. Thank you, Your Honor.
you're welcome. Yes. Oh, here it is over here. Who's here on Dylan Bell? Dylan Christopher Bell? Alex Joe Prada?
Good judge.
Okay. And then this is Robert Porter. He's a good attorney to follow around. All right, so what is happening with this case? Where are we on discovery?
I believe I have all of the discovery, at least what the state has tendered to me. Need to go over it with Mr. Pardo. And he did already extend an offer. We rejected it at this time.
I'm so sorry, just one moment. You know, when
It's
contractors,
just been a call.
yeah, it is. All right, so sir, how old are you?
I'm 28.
All right, so I'm gonna set this for plea deadline dates. And I'll set it for June 24th. Is that a good date for you, counsel?
That's fine, Judge.
All right, so we're gonna come back on June 24th. On June 24th, that's the time where you say, yes, I'm accepting the state's offer. You all negotiate on something else. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, any questions about anything?
No.
Bond reduction?
Yeah.
Yes, once he files a motion, we'll hear it, okay? All
Check
right,
it
thank you. All right, Deputy Laura Pardo, Alex Joe can go back. Oh, okay. I'll type it. Thank you. Yes. And everyone, just give me a moment. Yes. Okay.
No worries.
I can ask you a question.
I would have to ask about this. No, no, no.
Dylan Bell. Is the attorney here for Dylan Bell? And where is Dylan Bell? All right, come down, please. All right, where are we on this case with discovery?
I believe we have everything. I believe we're waiting on the criminal history. We're not on him before an offer is made.
Judge, there wasn't one in the file. I requested one from our investigator who was out at vital statistics. He said that we should be able to get that done this morning.
Okay. Okay. All right, we're coming back on June 13th. Is that enough time for you to have everything? And I'm sorry, not June 13th, May 13th.
Yes, Judge.
Is that enough time for you? Yes.
And Judge, I have a preferential setting in Guadalupe County for a 5-year-old custody case
Okay.
that's going. I'm fine if it's set on Friday, if we think we can, I don't know. if this
All right,
class,
can we bring it back on the 9th?
That should be fine.
On the 9th is Thursday?
Yes.
Yeah, that should work.
All right, so we'll
Does
come
that
back
work?
on June 9th. On June 9th, the state will tender an offer.
Or June 9th or May 9th?
I'm sorry, why do I keep saying June? Yeah, it's May 9th.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So I'll see you in a few days.
Thank you.
Fine, no problem.
Just have a seat down.
I don't. I typically.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you. This is.
That's a escaping 40 parts.
All right, getting the order for you. I'm just waiting for it to come forward.
Thank you so much.
Right, here's this. So in there, you have the docket sheet, what you have in your hand, that's the docket sheet. And that's where I write down what happened on that specific date. Yeah. And then
Many processes.
in there, supposed to be every motion that people file. And you'll find the indictment in there. Have you ever seen an indictment before? Oh, let me show it to you. Yeah. And sometimes you have an attorney who is a plea is different from the attorney for the motion to revoke. So this is the indictment. And it's supposed to, the indictment is basically supposed to tell the keys what they're charged with so they can prepare the trial. So if you look in there, you have that one, two, and then so it's every indictment here. Things that need to be done that occurred in Bear County, because the crime didn't happen in Bear County, that it shouldn't be here, it should be in whatever county it happened.
Did it yesterday, we're making some where you put a beer in it. And then both the beers while all of it.
Can you give me back something? 124, CR 4292.
Yeah, I would guess.
120.
No, it hasn't been done yet. No, I'm doing it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
All right. Officer just text me.
That's.
He was. Not the big one. Anyone's black was off. It was right there. Basically, it's a bird with salt, so we did the lesson. With salt. Salt, so it should be all that. Sure. Make sure. We saw Shannon today, so. Yeah. Still taking this to the, whenever it's used for position. So it's all like that. I just need to review this cover with him. Yeah, of course, yeah, of course, it's a recall from, I was on vacation, so. I mean, if they need to talk to him, sure. He's riding back. That's actually awesome. It's just. I agree. Sure.
Thank you. All right, she's adding, there's a couple of legal things she needs to add, so she's gonna send it. And then that way you'll have that for your, yeah, I'm gonna forward it to you. Yeah. But she said, she's adding something extra, so I don't know what's being added. All right. All right, can you start video, please? And then, of course, I receive these motions, so I have to answer those. And sometimes it's stuff that can be agreed upon, sometimes it's not. Like, for example, the law has changed, but sometimes attorneys will still want me to set a bond for somebody without talking to them, because now, because of new laws that happen, and it happened because someone ended up dying. They've changed it now where if you're setting a bond, you gotta find out if that person has any prior mental health issues, if they have any drug issues, if they're suicidal, you have to have all of that information. And judges, we're confined to certain things.
Yeah, I'll tell her.
If we go outside that box, we're not really protected. So, yeah. So if I set a bond for somebody and it turns out they're suicidal, and I didn't address that issue, I have to go there. And the good thing though, when you have somebody and they're asking for a PR bond, and the PR bond, it'll have a lot of those questions answered. It's a bond. Say, for example, someone has a bond and they say it's $5,000. And this is how the bond system works. If you get a bondsman and it's a commercial bond, that bondsman will probably charge you maybe $50 or $500. Sometimes there's like a little bitty more going on. Some bondsmen will charge you 1% or whatever your bond is. Usually it's 10% though. So once you pay that 10%, you're out. So when people have a bond that's $100,000, normally they're not paying $100,000 to get out of jail. They're paying a bondsman 10% or 1% or 5%, whatever that bondsman is charging. And then if that person doesn't show up for court and a bond forfeiture is entered, that bondsman has to pay that entire bond, even though they only maybe got $1,000 or $10,000 for somebody. They're on the hook for the entire bond. I remember one year, and I was sort of new. I think I had been out for like 3 months maybe. And there was an attorney who did a bond, because when I became an attorney, 3 or 4 years into it, attorneys were allowed to write bonds for their clients, right? And so an attorney wrote a bond for one of his clients, and I was in court when it happened. And that client did not show up. That client left. I think he went to Mexico. And you know how much that bond was? $1 million. And so that attorney, I guarantee you, was trying to find his client. I want to say he ultimately did find his client, but it went up on appeal because he was on the hook for $1 million. And so it went up on appeal. And I want to say that what ended up happening is that
This is the first setting.
attorney didn't ultimately have to pay the $1 million, but that's the things about bonds. So if somebody gets a PR bond, let's say their bond is $5,000. And the judge says, okay, I'm gonna give you a PR bond. Personal recognizance is fine. So basically what that means, you're dependent on that person on their own to show up. Because with a PR bond, usually the fees are waived. So that means that a person gets out of jail and they don't have to pay anything. They just have to show up for court. A lot of times you'll see people receive PR bonds when they have state jail felonies. For example, possession less than a gram or unauthorized use of a vehicle. They'll usually get a PR bond. And sometimes they don't show because they're homeless when they got a PR bond. And really a bond is designed, and the code tells you a bond is designed to ensure the safety of the community. And it's supposed to be high enough that the person can appear. Like, for example, my bond is $100,000 and I gave my bond to spend $10,000. I don't want to lose, so I'm going to make sure I show up in court. And then sometimes people will have a bondsman and their parents will go in and put their house up as collateral, which sometimes I would tell with my clients sitting there with their parents there, I would say, I know your son. Do not put your house up as collateral. You're going to lose your house maybe. But sometimes they do it. All right, who's here on Darwin Johnson? Hello.
Have you ever watched
Sure. What?
have you ever watched that show? I don't know.
No.
I'm sorry.
What show?
The Neighbors, where neighbors.
No.
They're attacking each other. It's like some reality show.
No.
I was gonna use that as an example, but it's not gonna work.
Uh-huh.
The-
Hello.
The discovery on this case is pretty extensive, and this is the first setting. I've talked to us.
All right, so where are we on discovery?
Judge, I think we provided everything to defense. I think the defendant, we're trying to put some things to take a look at.
All right, has an offer been tendered?
No, not yet, Judge, just because I was going to talk to the defense.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, on this case, if you can recall it in 30 days, it's Darwin Johnson. Am I pronouncing your first name correctly?
Darren, Your Honor.
Darren?
It's a boy's name.
Okay. Oh, no. I'm trying to make sure I pronounce it correctly.
Darren. You got it right.
Oh, and you know what's so funny? Dana started out as a girl's name, then Dana became a boy's name. And if you look at all of the old films, there's some people who have Danas. And then back in the 20s, a lot of women, their daughters would be juniors. They named them after themselves. And people stopped doing that. I don't know why. All right, what date?
Okay.
All right, we're going to be back on June 10th.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused. And thank you for dressing appropriately for court.
Well, I'm lucky not to be in a jail suit, Your Honor. Thank
All
you.
right, thank you. All right, who is here on Giovanni Escobedo Hernandez? All right. And so we have an interpreter on this case. Anytime someone wishes to speak for the court in a language other than English, an interpreter is required.
Your Honor, we haven't conferred on this.
Oh, y'all haven't conferred?
No, this is my first setting. It was said last week. I need to look at discovery.
Oh, no, I required that y'all confer, because otherwise, why are we here? All right, so y'all confer and then just approach when you finish conferring.
All right.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
Should I wait? They'll come.
Oh, well, they're gonna confer, so I don't know how long it'll take, but thank you.
You're welcome.
All right,
Judge, may I approach?
yes.
Judge, I have a client who's got an MTR in your court.
Mhm.
It's on a deferred adjudication. We'd like to get a bond set on it.
All right, is he in custody?
Yes,
All right, I require that he be brought over. Is he on the docket today or no?
he's not. You'll require him to be brought.
Yes.
No problem. I'll see
All
to
right,
it.
all right, thank you. So, but then sometimes with a PR bond, there are more conditions than a commercial bond. And sometimes a commercial bond, there are more conditions than a PR bond. It's usually on a commercial bond. Sometimes the bondsman will require that the defendant check in every day or every week, or that the defendant not leave the county. And then on a PR bond, sometimes it's don't leave the county, you gotta do UAs, do drug tests, which are UAs, are the drug tests, or you have to go into treatment. So anything can be conditions of bond. So, yeah. Yes. This is actually a light docket for us today. Yes. Usually, we have about 45 people on the docket or more. Yes. And then tomorrow is our trial day. So what will end up happening, people will come in, And whatever case that cannot work out, it's gonna be going to trial. Oh, sure. If you, once probation comes back, I'm gonna have you speak to probation. So they can give you some insight. And then, have you met Zach and Margie yet? Oh, yeah. Zach, Margie. Hi. Okay, James is gonna come down and talk with you guys.
Let's do it. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Join us.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Thank you.
Got your voice. Up first. Oh. Oh, I can show you some. A bad guy.
Here it is.
So fun.
Nora, I just sent you the updated motion. Yes. Okay. All right.
That's the whole scope of it. This is pretty bad. This person's bond is $250,000. They're asking for this proceedings to they just they go. I've highlighted these sections. Again, it's a little jarring. That is a real kidding, real police report. You're real kidding. There's only 3 paragraphs. That's in the blue highlight.
See, we're playing word games. I can't put certain things in there. Who's here on April Sanchez? All right, this is going to be on the record.
Daniel.
Court is calling 2024 CR 4292, State of Texas versus April Marie Sanchez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
Defense?
Peter Calderola from the Sanchez, Your Honor.
And are you Ms. Sanchez?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Are there any applications in this case?
No, Your Honor.
I'm going to show you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Honor, we're waiting. There's been an answer to the application.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
Showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram? That's a state jail felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor, she has.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
I believe she does, Judge.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor, I believe she was.
Ms. Sanchez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 16 months in the state jail facility, and there are no applications. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Thank you, ma'am.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then to the offense as charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State, any evidence?
State office exhibit 1 and all patents.
Any objection?
No objection. Your Honor.
State, you may continue to confer. Did you review the document entitled Waiver and Consent to Stipulation of Testimony and Stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
None of this.
All right, so she was reporting for what? For pretrial services?
Will be reported for parole, Your Honor.
All right, so you go to parole with drugs? Yes? All right, so how often are you using?
Other than using that,
Then why do you have drugs in your pocket?
because I had it on.
You're here for drugs. And in the true bill of indictment, the enhancement that was waived was another drug case. So here's the thing, you're habitual. Really, the range of punishment for habitual for this offense is 2 to 20 years in prison. The state agreed to waive that and proceed on this as a state jail felony. So it appears to the court that you have a drug or alcohol problem. You can do one of two things. One, you can keep playing this game where you're in and out of prison. At some point in time, you're going to use somebody's drugs. They're not going to be good. They may be bad drugs, and you may end up dying. That's just the cold hard facts. Or you may end up spending the rest of your life in prison. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So here are your choices. One, I'm going to follow through with the 18 months. I can recommend you for the therapeutic community. The therapeutic community doesn't increase your time at the state jail facility. If you're there for 18 months, the therapeutic community is not going to keep you because you have not completed their program, but maybe it's something that could possibly help you. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So would you like the therapeutic community?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, just to clarify for the record, it was 16 months and not 18.
I'm
correct?
sorry, 16 months.
Thank you.
Thank you. And do you have any children?
Yes, ma'am.
What are their ages?
2, 4, 7, and 13.
Right, and who are they with now?
With foster care.
And Child Protective Services is in your life right now, or have you signed the rights away?
My family member has them.
All right. All right. This is what the court is going to do. The court is going to find you guilty, sentence you to 16 months in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served. I'm going to order the therapeutic community, and there's to be no contact with minors.
Yes, ma'am.
Showing you what's entitled trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. So here's the thing. Nobody, like your family members who have your children, they just probably intended to be babysitters. They didn't want to take on more children. If you're going to continue the way you're doing, you need to probably consider not having more children. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Or making sure that if you're going to continue in certain activities, that you don't become pregnant, because you're not taking care of any of your children and it's not good for them.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you, okay? And when you get out, if you need help finding a place for treatment, you can always come back here, okay?
Okay.
All right, good luck.
Just have a seat, man.
All right. Okay. All right, thank you. Is the interpreter here?
Yeah, I'm gonna call.
Yeah.
They're on their way? Okay. All right, everyone, just give us a short moment. An interpreter is coming down, and I'm going to take that up first. All right, and this one, Norma, they've ordered her, so she's coming. Who's here on Rogelio Valaro?
Good morning, Jim.
Morning, how are you doing today?
Good, thank you, ma'am. Doing well.
Hello, how are you doing?
Good yourself.
Thank you for dressing appropriately for court. I'm doing great. It's a Monday, new beginning, so it's all good.
Very bad, Shane.
All right. So today is your plea deadline date. So are you accepting the state's offer or are you asking for jury trial?
Judge, if we may, I conferred with the DA and he just received the initial offer today. So we would respectfully request 30 days to review such with the evidence.
I mean, I have on my notes that the offer was tendered on April 15th.
No, there was a,
I think, Judge, the last time we were in court, we were maybe in trial or maybe doing, we conferred very briefly and I did just write the offer in the file today.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, put this for June 3rd for a plea deadline date. Yes. All right, you'll come back on June 3rd. At that time, you need to let the court know whether or not you're accepting the state's offer. Do you understand?
yes,
All right, once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
I'll go back. I'll bring it to you.
You wasn't gonna see them. Let me know your name.
Who is here on Roberto Rosales?
Approach briefly.
Yes.
Is there any way we may do June 10th?
What's the reason?
June 3rd, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 settings in Wilson County. It's a trial setting. So I know I'm in the top 5. I would just, as for convenience,
Sure. All right, Norma, can we put this on May 30th?
Thank you.
All right,
Judge.
you're welcome. Could I see the file back, please?
Sorry.
Hello.
Hi, you're.
All right. Good morning. All right, is this going to be, are you all proceeding with the motion to revoke or no?
No, ma'am, we're requesting a contested evidentiary. There are 2 allegations, both of which are alleged new number 1 misdemeanors.
Okay.
And those are the 2 allegations in 2 hours.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a contested hearing. State, how long do you expect this contested hearing to last? It's on Rosales. The allegations in the motion is criminal trespass and criminal mischief.
In fairness, I spoke to Mr. Garahan, and it is, as you say, a single arrest, criminal trespass, criminal mischief.
All right, Miss, what we'll do is we'll schedule this in 3 weeks, and then if there's something with witnesses from either side, we'll just reset it.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Ferguson on Rosales.
June 3rd, Your Honor.
All right, June 3rd.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you're welcome. You're welcome. State, that's going to be set for June 3rd for a contested.
One more thing, Judge. It is a remand without bond on a deferred. Can you set bond? The original bond at the original arrest was 30.
You'll have to take that to Judge Nahara.
Okay.
All right, thank you. You're welcome. All right, do we have the interpreter yet? Because if not, I'm going to go to a plea. All right, we're going to go to a plea. Court is going to take up Luke Anthony Galvan. Good morning. Just 1 second. The interpreter just made it. You made it. All right, Giovanni Escobedo Hernandez.
Yeah.
Hi, you're back. All right, so where are we on this case?
Judge, there is two unindicted cases additional to this one. He has immigration issues. I think Ms. Ferguson has contacted Mr. Tullius, the MAC office for a Padilla letter. We're waiting to see what the status of the other two cases are, so we can probably work out something globally or just make a decision on what to do, and
Right.
that's where we are at.
All right, so counsel, I know people are saying that Ms. Ferguson is reaching out to Mac, but attorneys, you all need to follow up with Mac on the immigration issues.
Yeah, I will. I
All
mean,
right.
I
I'm
probably
just
don't need that, but I'll just cover my base and I'll
Yeah.
reach out, Judge.
And I'm just making that announcement because Ms. Ferguson is starting to get contact from Mac. And so it's really the attorneys. She will do the initial contact with Mac to call them and say, hey, there's this person. They need an immigration attorney. But that is the only contact. After that, it's up to defense attorneys to get in touch with Mac and make sure that their attorney, that their client is speaking with an immigration attorney.
Understood, Judge.
All right, the two unindicted cases, what are they?
It's another theft and then unauthorized use of motor vehicle, Judge.
All right, and you're listed as the attorney on both of those cases?
I'm retained, Judge, in both of cases.
All right. So that shouldn't take that long. Ms. Ferguson, set this for 30 days. State at that time you need to be prepared to tender an offer. Then it's going to be a quick turnaround for plea deadline. All right, so we'll be back on June 4th.
Yeah,
Once you
Judge.
sign the reset form, you are excused. Any questions, Mr. Escobedo? No. All right.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
All right, thank
May
you.
we be excused?
Once he signs the reset form.
Thank you.
Maybe excuse me. Yes, thank you so much. All right, Galvan.
Still ready.
Court is calling 2024 CR 1224, State of Texas versus Luke Anthony Galvan. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense,
Eric Baker, Your Honor.
are you Mr. Galvan?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Everyone, we're on the record. Please whisper. Mr. Galvan, did you review the document entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
So waived, Judge.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented? Mr. Galvan, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged by indictment with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon? That's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your agreement and gives you more than you've bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication? If for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, I do, Judge.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do, Your Honor.
Mr. Galvan, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No. Say no, ma'am.
Suggesting he was threatened.
Oh, no, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
Say it again.
Anyone promised you anything other than your plea bargain agreement?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Like, what is that mean?
All right, is he competent?
Judge, we've looked into that. I've talked to his family. I believe he is.
All right.
He's not as quick maybe as.
All right.
but he
So,
is.
Mr. Galvon, you understand that this is Mr. Baker is representing you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Are you happy with the way he's been representing you?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a US citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, there's a $2,000 fine, affirmative finding of deadly weapon. The state recommends deferred adjudication, and there's to be restitution, if any, to Robert Perales. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 10 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 250 hours of community service restitution, and no contact with Robert Perales. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State, any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. State exhibit number 1 with all its attachments.
No objection, Your Honor.
And state, have you had a chance to speak with the complainant?
He reached out multiple times, Your Honor. I have not personally had contact.
All right, thank you. Mr. Galvon, did you, and you may continue to confer. Mr. Galvon, did you review the document entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state was going to be presenting evidence in your case through police reports and statements, but nobody was going to come into this court and talk to the court in person? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, to the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are we proceeding with evidence? Proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor, and I would make a recommendation on the below the line time of deferred and ask the court consider a lesser time than 10 years.
Okay, so can you tell me what is his diagnosis? Does he have a diagnosis?
According to his family and my speaking to him, he's it's more on the line of a learning disability, but not anything that would impair his, and I don't think that was related to what happened here, Judge. I did specifically look into that. So,
All right, so is he going to be living at the same location or is he going to be living at a different location?
Judge, he's going to be living with his, is that your house?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Oh, yes, sir.
It's the same location, but I don't believe the person who was the victim in this case lives there. I think he was itinerant or homeless or something of that nature.
I'm sorry?
I don't believe that the victim in this case is a resident there.
Okay.
It was his home. So there's not likely to be the same interaction.
Okay. So, Mr. Galvin, are you employed or are you receiving SSI?
I'm not receiving nothing right now. I gotta get like on disability.
All right, were you previously on disability?
Huh?
Were you previously on disability?
No, man.
Have you ever been on disability?
No, man.
So how do you spend your day? What do you do?
I was just slacking off. But now I'm gonna do better though.
All right.
And Your Honor, he has family that's going to help him comply with these terms and conditions, understands that he was kind of left alone, but they're going to now help him get a job and to be successful in this deferred. I've already spoken to his family. They're going to come pick him up and make sure that he is successful.
All right, how long is it for a MIC evaluation?
Judge. In custody.
Okay. All right, the court is going to do a $2,000 fine. There's an affirmative finding of a deadly weapon. There's to be restitution and no contact with Robert Morales. And counsel, can you tell me this situation, was this a group home?
No, it's a residence.
Okay. I'm going to sentence you to 4 years deferred adjudication,
Yes, ma'am.
250 hours of community service restitution, proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider with minors. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs. Field visits. 1 time per month for 4 months. Anger management. Probation, is there anything else he needs? Yes, we can do make out of custody.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, Mr. Galvin, is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal with your attorney, and did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal.
Yes, ma'am.
You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. If something comes up and you need help with anything, let probation know. If you feel like they're not addressing it, you can always come back to the court. But above all, you need to make sure you report. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Judge, thank you so much. Can I be excused?
You're welcome. Yes. Deputy Laura. Deputy Laura, do you have an update on that issue? Okay,
It's gonna happen. It will happen.
okay. David Zalaki. Could our parties approach and announce for the record for the state
Second for the state.
defense?
Shannon Locke for David Salaki.
All right, Mr. Zalaki. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right, counsel, have you received all the discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor, and we have reached an agreement.
All right, court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Did you review the document entitled Application for Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Your Honor, we're proceeding on the lesser included assault bodily injury misdemeanor.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
Did you review the document entitled Court's Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of assault bodily injury family? That is a Class A misdemeanor. The range of punishment is up to a $4,000 fine. and up to 1 year in the Bear County Jail. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea with the state, court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
He does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
He is and he was, Your Honor.
Mr. Zalaki, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of assault, bodily injury, family violence. Punishment is to be assessed at 1 year in the Bear County Jail. State recommends community supervision. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with the complainant, Ms. Carvajal, and there's to be no contact with Mr. Martinez. Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to be designated as primary custodial parent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that to be the entirety of your plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense,
That's our plea bargain.
state?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have any such motions?
No such motions.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 2 years. Did you understand that was a recommendation from the state and the court does not have to follow that recommendation?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the lesser included offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence.
Yes, Your Honor. State offers states 1 and attachments.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right. And state, have you talked to the complainants?
We have talked to the complainants. Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You may continue to
Thank you,
confirm.
Judge.
Mr. Zalaki, did you review the document entitled Waiver and Consent to Stipulation of Testimony and Stipulations with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am. I did.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Did you understand, again, you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent? Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
If we could, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Well, Your Honor, Mr. Zwolaki was a very young man when this happened. I believe he was a senior in high school or just after his senior year in high school. He took this very seriously. He he had previously received some treatment for ADHD. He went to those same treatment providers and got some anger management therapy. He learned how to address those emotional issues that come up sometimes. And so, Your Honor, I'm very proud of him. I think he's done very well on his pretrial release. I would ask that you follow the state's plea bargain.
All right, how old are you?
I'm 20. I just turned 20.
All right, so what was this about?
This was a girlfriend that I had, and I went over to her house and she invited me inside, and there was another man there. And so without thinking, I got into it with that man.
All right, so the police report that I have in the stipulations are saying something different.
Yes, ma'am.
What it's saying is that she was with the other complainant in this case,
Mhm.
and she observed your vehicle parked outside and that you were not invited. I can't imagine somebody inviting their boyfriend or significant other to a location
Mhm.
and they have somebody else there.
Well, I knocked on the door because I felt something in my gut. I knew something was up. And so she answered the door and I asked if I could come inside and she was like, yeah, it's okay. And that's how I knew someone was inside, was after I was in.
Well, it's saying that you aggressively push your way through the front door
Yes.
and
yes.
then you proceeded to search the place like you're an officer.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
And
On the
kicking in the
ring,
door?
it could probably hear me asking. They had a Ring doorbell camera. I did ask to come inside. She did say yeah.
And kicking in the door to
Um,
where the person was hiding?
in the restroom, yes, ma'am. After I knew that the door was locked inside, yes, ma'am.
Mhm. So are you in a relationship now?
No, ma'am. I've had no contact or anything since then, and I haven't even tried getting in another relationship since then.
Here's the thing, I know tempers flare among people,
Yeah.
but you need to take a deep breath and you know what you need to ask yourself? And this is what I tell everybody. If you're in a relationship with somebody and you think they're cheating on you, you have one or two things you can do. You accept it, you continue with the relationship, or you call it a day.
Yeah.
If you find out that they are actually cheating on you, you have a choice to make. Either you stay in a relationship with them cheating and knowing they're cheating, and you accept that and say, okay, I'm fine with you cheating. I'm not gonna, put up a stink about it. Or either you call it a day,
Yes, ma'am.
but you don't barge your way into someone's apartment, which, how old was she?
She was 18.
All right, 18-year-olds have their own apartments and everything now.
It was her mom's house
Ah, so you broke the door at her mom's house.
in the restroom, yes, ma'am.
All right. And did he pay for that?
Prior to the filing of the charges.
All right. Are you employed?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you do?
I work at a gym and then I am also a personal trainer.
Okay. All right. You raised your eyes when you said you're a personal trainer, like you're trying to take me on as a client. I know I need that, but yeah. Yeah, but Sean, you should have seen his eyes. He's like, and I'm a personal trainer. And then he looks at me.
I'm sorry, I like my job.
No, that's okay. I need somebody to bam on the door and wake me up and say, we're going to the gym. All right. I know my faults. All right. I'm going to sentence you to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail, suspended and probated for 2 years. There's an affirmative finding of family violence.
Yes, ma'am.
There's to be no contact with the complainant. That means that relationship is over. You're not to contact her, contact her family, send her letters or anything of that nature.
Yes. And I do have a
Yes.
question. Is that both ways? Is she gonna be able to contact me?
Yes, I don't have any jurisdiction over her, but if she calls you, you need to block her.
Okay.
Or if she comes by, you need to call the police and say, I have a no contact order in place.
Okay.
Because what ends up happening, I found, and your attorney can tell you this, people think they're gonna get back together, and then an argument happens, police are called, and then you violated the no contact order.
Yes, ma'am.
So there's to be no contact with the complainants. Proof of employment within 15 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's to be regular UAs. Field visits. One time. And then at probation's discretion. I'm going to do an anger management class. And I know your counsel's saying you've done one, you're going to have to do one because the other option is the BIPP course, which I know he hasn't done that.
Right, that's true.
So there's to be anger management. You don't have any children, do you?
No.
Okay. Probation, is there anything else? I'll do 80 hours of community service restitution. If you want to, you can pay those off at $7.25 per hour. And I always recommend the food bank, but if there's, and I usually recommend that because they're usually low on food and other items. But if there is some other place that's approved by probation that you would like to donate it to, you can. Otherwise, you'd need to do the 80 hours. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Is there anything else you need from the court? All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? Because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. Communication is key to be successful on probation in this court. If you have an issue, let probation know. If you feel as though they're not addressing it, you can always come back to the court. All right? Good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
May we be excused?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, thank you. I'll let the attorney know. All right, thanks. Okay.
I get put in line.
Who's here on Lee Galindo? All right, just give me a moment with him. All right. Lee Galindo, court is calling 2023 CR 6947, State of Texas versus Lee Galindo Jr. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar from the state of Texas.
Defense?
Brent Alabas from Mr. Galindo.
All right. And you're Mr. Galindo? All right. You were brought back here because I was trying to decide on whether or not to send you to prison or grant you probation. State is silent. I've had a chance to think of it. Sometimes it takes time to think over things. I never like to make snap judgments. And what I can tell you is my main concern with you is the number of DWIs you've had. That's concerning. And maybe you do well on probation when you are, supervised intensely. And then once you're off probation, you go back to your old habit, which is if there's an issue, let me drink. So the state is solid. I'm going to give you a choice. Probation in this court is very hard. And I'm taking in consideration the fact that you have been in treatment and doing well, but you've been convicted of driving while intoxicated before as a felony. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. So here's your choice. You're going into custody today either way. One, you can be taken into custody and you can go to safety, or either I can send you to prison. And the state is asking for 5 years prison. I would sentence you to 4 years prison because I know that you have been doing some treatment. So those are your choices, but either way, you're going into custody today. So which would you prefer? Okay. All right. Thank you, state. This is what the court is going to do. Court is going to sentence you to 5 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 10 years. There's gonna be safety, followed by aftercare. Proof of employment within 45 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs. 10 days in the Bear County Jail as a condition of probation. DWI education course. Victim Impact Live. Ignition interlock for full term. Field visits. 1 time per month for 6 months. And then at probation's discretion. 2 years license suspension. Probation, is there anything else he needs? And there's going to be 100 hours of community service restitution. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful? And then, I'm sorry, probation upon release, I'm going to want 120 meetings in 120 days. All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. It's a felony conviction. You're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. And here, to be successful on probation, communication is key. If there's an issue, you need to talk to probation. If you feel yourself thinking that you're going to start drinking, call probation. You need to get a sponsor. You need to be vigilant on your sobriety. I think now, if this should be a wake-up call for you, that you can't drink at all. And I don't know why, if people are going to drink, have a designated driver already built into the, factored into the situation. But for you, you're not allowed to drink at all. And while you're on probation, you're not allowed to drink at all. Do you understand? All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Who is here on Andres Menchaca? All right, is this a motion to revoke?
It's on the docket for today, Sean.
All right, and has there already been a plea or no?
No, ma'am, we've been conferring on this and it sounds like we need a date for contested.
All right, is that correct?
That's correct, John.
All right. All right, so this should be fairly quick. I'm reading the motion and it's consuming alcohol allegedly, using controlled substances allegedly, and not reporting.
He also has 2 new number 1, Your Honor.
All right, and what are the 2 new number ones?
It's a possession 1 to 4 judge and a felon in possession of a firearm, and I believe those are out of the same date.
All right, so I think we already know the drug case, the labs are not going to be back.
Yes, ma'am.
So with the other case, the felon in possession of a weapon, how long is going to take you all to?
Very much.
Okay, 3 weeks?
Yes.
All right, Ms. Ferguson. This is going to be a contested. It should be simple. All right, May 20th.
Let me just make sure, Your Honor. I know that week is the Labor Day week. I think that's before it starts, that'd be perfect. Just want to triple check.
Okay.
That's only 2 weeks, Your Honor. I would ask for 3. I do need to review the discovery on the new number 1. I don't know what's in there yet.
All right, get him to the discovery. All right, we'll be back on May 20th.
Your Honor, you said we got 3 weeks. That's only 2 weeks from now. Can I have
Okay.
that? Can I have that?
May 20th. All right, I'll see you back on May 20th for a contested.
Okay.
All right, thank you. All right, everyone, the court is recessing at 12. Who's here on Samantha Saldana? Come down, please. Where is she?
She's right here, Your Honor.
All right, this is the motion to revoke. Are you all ready to proceed?
Or maybe bring this up to her. That might be the easy.
Are y'all ready to proceed?
Judge, so we did want to talk to you about this case just because there are some weird facts here. Just, we wanted to bring to the court's attention before we began.
We've kind of, I've submitted, it's about the scram records. and,
Okay.
The allegations on the MTL.
Okay.
Well, Your Honor, we submitted the scram records and we got them here. Sorry, some of my notes are in there.
Oh.
This, it's, sorry, the relevant portions, essentially stem down to. My apologies, Your Honor. They stem down to the allegations of tampering, but with the allegations of the tampering, there are coinciding contacts by my clients to scram about.
Okay, so let me ask you all this. Is this going to be a plea or true, or are y'all withdrawing the motion? What's happening here? Let's get to the crux.
That is kind of the crucible of where we're at right now.
All right, so do y'all want a contested hearing?
We would like maybe a little bit more time, just this is the initial setting on the MTR. We would ask the court maybe for additional time to allow the state to, and myself to maybe come to some sort of agreement that could relieve this issue for the court. But as of right now, I don't think we're ready to go for a contested. We will if we have to, but.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, on this case, give me a contested hearing date, please.
Not many.
No. All right, we'll come back on May 23rd. That will be your contested hearing date. All right, thank you. Once you sign the reset form, you are excused.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Oops. Mark Anthony Costa. All right, and Eddie Garcia, you're here on Ernest Lee Mora?
Yes, Judge.
Yes. And so on this case,
Bondsman filed that motion, Judge, and I'm just following up on it.
okay, and did the bondsman, is the person who originally got off the bond, is that the reason why?
I'm not sure, Judge. Is this sorry?
I was over here and then I got a text
Problem.
message from the family that the bondsman had filed as,
All right, if you check with Ms. Ferguson and see whether there was a issue where he didn't show up to court or something else happened, or if that's just a case where the bondsman filed an affidavit to surrender surety.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
I'm real confused on this too.
Okay, we're gonna find out. We'll see what happens.
I've been struggling with this for about 3 or 4 days, trying to figure out what's going on.
No, go ahead. You were ahead of me.
Hello.
How are you?
Oh, I'm doing okay. It's a Monday.
Oh, yes. I laughed when you said that about going to the gym, as I thought, you and me both, I need to
Oh,
get
yeah, I
dragged
need the gym.
big time.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying we need it. I'm just saying somebody would have to drag me.
Yeah. All right, everyone, just give me 2 minutes.
Yes, Edward. C.
All right, Norma, can I have the motion back? All right. All right, we looked it up and it was because he wasn't abiding by his bond conditions. So if y'all would give that back to the clerk and I'll sign it.
And I didn't see any violation reports, Judge.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Let's hear on Edward Casillas. Mr. Casillas? All right, so on this case, the state was supposed to be prepared to make an offer and defense. I believe you're gonna present them with some mitigation information.
Judge, so the defense did provide mitigation information. There is one witness that I did want to talk to right before we make a decision.
Okay,
Sorry about that.
no problem.
And I did send an email to our victim advocate to reach out to them.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, if you can recall Edward Casillas for 30 days, please. June 4th, is that okay with you, counsel?
June 4th looks beautiful.
All right, so at that time, the state is going to be prepared to make an offer.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused. Okay.
Judge, I think general submitted in school is because insurance. Therefore, it's actually sweeping money like one. Straight up. Yeah. For an office. It's just. Well, I think the perpetrator was more, others they come in on it. At least someone's also not doing I just didn't have it a lot of the same. No brains. Yeah, it's more hassle. It doesn't say honestly, security has its own. Good, but you're very right. I mean, I'm still gonna, I mean, if I did not, like I said, maybe no more is a minute. But I mean, that's last time I heard, I graduated. That was like over 10 years before the city. That's good. I just want to buy tickets. See, they go down. And it's like a year or so, and then the companies are like, oh, you're on. Yeah, I mean, so. So, because he's on like, oh, why? And I like the. I mean, so we're going with, we're going with. I mean, that's not. I mean, this is great. I'm gonna try to do something, but this is all the artillery. Right, I'm just gonna tell you, I'm not gonna go to man, I spend about a million. I mean, I want to buy more. One good thing, you know, what say was right in the beginning. You know what I mean? It's like bones. You have to be by a three.
These three were reading and then watching. So I'm saying that they're looking at like. And like you said, if they don't have anything. Do they send me the phone separate from the shirt or? I remember that how the- so it's like different, no, that's how the sleep. Well, that's all.
Excuse me, there's no talking in a box. None of y'all are attorneys. There's no advice that you can give each other on your cases. Everybody's case is different.
Don't communicate with him.
Seven support arrangements. Making sure people work in the fire. I covered your needs. Eleven. Fourteen, if you have get out. To get the identification form, we give them some credit online. That's why you're like. Another one. For the 2 year driver's license suspension. If your alcohol on the device, I'm gonna make 30. 100 hours of training. It's 10 days. No.
Could I see the file on Mark Costa, please?
No employment of a healthcare provider or constellation minors, and then regular random social. Okay, so then.
All right, is he in custody or on bond? Mark Anthony Costa. All right. All right. All right, court is going to call 2023 CR 10653, State of Texas versus Mark Anthony Costa. State,
Yes, Your Honor.
for the state, make an announcement.
Hank Wilkins, sorry, Judge.
All right, that's okay. This hearing is scheduled at 9 a.m. It is now 11:46 a.m. The defendant is not in court, and Deputy Laura, was an announcement made for him? Yes, please. All right, state.
Your Honor, say as for a bond forfeiture.
All right, that will be granted. He'll be remanded without bond. If he makes an appearance, the court will reconsider.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Hello?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, this is she. Just one moment. I can request that it run concurrent, but whether or not it runs concurrent, that is completely up to parole. Let me ask you this, have you already been revoked on your parole?
No, ma'am.
All right, then if you have not been revoked on your parole, then I can say that these state cases will run concurrent with your parole.
Are we off the record?
Yeah, we're not on the
Your
record.
Honor, I have these cases, I owe the state from 2014, 25-year sentence. And, what I was asking as part of the plea bargain is, I'm willing to give the state the conviction if they'll run it concurrent with.
Oh, no, here's the thing. This is what I'm telling you. I want you to listen
No,
to me
yes, ma'am.
carefully. I can put in the order that the case will run concurrent with parole. I don't have any jurisdiction over that. I can't force parole to make their case run concurrently with ours. For example, if you had a federal case, I can say, oh, this time is going to run concurrent with whatever they're doing on federal, but I have no jurisdiction to force them to do that. Parole is completely different from probation, but I can put on the judgment that it's to run concurrent with your parole, but I have no jurisdiction to force them to do that.
All I'm asking is if it runs concurrent with one of my case, with my case number that I.
Okay, here's
It is a county case, it is a Bear County
Here's the
case.
thing.
Yes, ma'am.
I know what you want. You know what you want? You want me to tell you
No.
that I can force these cases to run concurrently. That's what you want to hear from me. What I'm telling you is, and I want you to hear what I'm saying.
Yes, ma'am.
I can write on a sheet of paper and say, your cases are to run concurrent with your parole. Guess what? If parole does not want their case to run concurrent with this, it does not have to.
I think it's more of the case. I want to run concurrent with my case, with my active case and not my parole.
These two cases, if their agreement is there to run concurrently, they will be running concurrently.
So
If you have something that is on parole, I have no jurisdiction to force it to run concurrently. That's what I'm telling you.
as in, I didn't comprehend that part.
Hmm?
I apologize. I didn't comprehend that part.
Yes, I can't force them to do it. I can put in our judgment that these cases are going to run concurrent with your parole, but I can't force parole to run anything concurrent with these cases.
So what happens to, I'm a little lost right now. What would happen with each case individually?
Individually, if you were going to plead
One
on,
I still 15 years and then I'm getting a 10 with it.
if you were to plead on both of these cases, I can order that these two cases will run concurrent and they will run concurrent. But if you want these two cases, if you're going to plead to these two cases to run concurrent with your parole, I have no jurisdiction over what parole can do. I can put it in judgment and write down these two cases are to run concurrent with your parole. But you know what parole could do? Parole could say, yes, we're revoking him and his parole is not running concurrent.
I'm going back to the Texas Department of Criminal Justice regardless, you know what I mean? I haven't been revoked because we're waiting on the outcome of these cases.
All right, so here's the thing. What I want you to do, we're going to bring you back at 1:30 and I want you to internalize what I'm saying, not what you want.
Yes, ma'am, I understand. I'm just trying to comprehend and break it down how.
I can't break it down any further.
So
I can't make the parole board run these cases concurrent with your parole. If I put in the motion or I put in the judgment, these cases are to run concurrent with parole, parole could still say, thank you so much, Judge Boyd. We're not running it concurrent.
Even if they're Bear County cases?
Yes, even if they're Bear County cases. Parole is something completely separate. I have no jurisdiction over the parole authorities.
What if you can run it concurrent with the cases themselves and not parole?
I can say it's running concurrent, but again, parole can still say we're not running it concurrently. So here's the thing. I know what you want. And we're going to keep saying this same thing. And it's not, my answer is not going to change.
Yes, ma'am.
So come back at 1:30. All right, thank you. All right, everyone, we're taking our break.
Appreciate that, Judge. Thank you for your assistance.
All right, you're welcome. So we'll be back at 1:30. Yes.
So I believe now we're gonna go forward on a contested hearing for Ms. Lopez.
Okay, 1:30.
All right, I'll see you back then, Judge.
All right, and where is Ms. Lopez?
She's here in the box.
All right, when people have you on the docket to be over, you need to come over. Do you understand? Yes or no? All right, so we'll be back at 1:30. Okay.